With Australia's federal election due by May 2025, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese faces falling popularity as he announces nearly $40 billion in spending, about $1,500 per Australian, without setting a vote date. Since January, Labor has committed $24.1 billion to aged care, education, NBN upgrades, and green tax breaks. But polls show Albanese losing support as rents and power bills rise. Opposition Leader Peter Dutton calls it a cash grab, saying Albanese is wasting public money to hold on to power as his coalition pulls closer in the race. Albanese says it's nation-building, not vote-buying, with supporters noting it helps aging populations and climate efforts. But economists say this spending, likely from taxes or debt, could raise inflation. Facing voter doubts, Albanese is also managing global ties. He's avoiding Donald Trump's tariff war, not matching US duties on allies like Canada to maintain the alliance.
Tariffs and escalating trade tensions are a form of economic self-harm and a recipe for slower growth and higher inflation. They are paid by the consumers. This is why Australia will not be imposing reciprocal tariffs on the United States.
At the same time, he's promised troops for a Ukraine peace mission and $1.5 billion is in aid, mostly military, to oppose Putin, aligning with NATO partners. Albanese explains tariffs hurt consumers, defending his US stance, while Defence Minister Richard Marles says will help secure peace, supporting Ukraine. This approach, spending at home, steady abroad, aims to boost jobs and allies, but risks higher costs for Australians and tensions with Russia. Voters remain sceptical. One said, online, $38.6 billion spent and no tariff fight with Trump. It's too much. Polls show Dutton's coalition gaining, narrowing Albanese's lead.
Australia has committed some $1.5 billion to help Ukraine defend itself. More than $1.3 billion of that is military support. We stand with Ukraine. I've had meetings with President Zelensky on multiple occasions, including, of course, in Kyiv, in Ukraine, where I travelled very early on in my Prime Ministership.
A key budget is set for March 25th, with talk of an April election call. Albanese hoping his plans regain voter trust before May. His team keeps US ties steady despite Trump's tariffs, while the Ukraine effort supports NATO allies concerned about Putin and Trump's Russia stance. It's a two-part plan: fund jobs and back allies. Will voters back Albanese's moves or turn to Dutton? The election will decide.